Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead. Today I have a food pantry haul for you. This is our county-run food pantry, and you're allowed to come in twice a month. The one day is a set day. It's the same day every month, and it's what they call Commodities Day, which is the government-subsidized items. So it is a lot of shelf-stable stuff, canned things, and it is a walkthrough and a get-what-you-get kind of situation. You don't get to choose what you get. It is set items. They put them in on your cart and you leave. You can say no to things if there's something in particular that you won't use, but you don't get to pick and choose. Today was the other day where you get to choose what you get. So you get to shop. So you walk through the facility and it'll be like a couple boxes of meat and you get to pick out one from each. A gallon of milk, eggs, a shelf with like shelf-stable pantry items that you get to pick so many off of, things like that. So that was today, so we got to shop, which is always nice just because we get to choose things that I know our family will eat and leave the things that I know our family won't. And that's just nice on, yeah, not getting things that we're not going to use and having to pass them along, which I have no issue with that at all. In fact, that box right there is a box of stuff to pass to a friend of mine. And it's food and clothes both. So anyway, all right, let's take a look at what we were blessed with today. So we'll start with the cold items. We got 1 gallon of milk, and then the lady that was behind us, she saw that I had the kids with me. I have 5 kids. And she's like, you know what? I don't need this gallon of milk. I have like 2 gallons of milk at home. And she goes, it's just me. And she's like, I can't use all this milk. She goes, do you want it? And I was like, yes, I would love to have it. So I have like 5 gallons of milk right now. And we're not big milk drinkers. Like my kids don't drink like a glass of milk with meals or anything like that. So I think I'm going to turn some of it into yogurt. I also have the stuff to make cheese. So I might do that. And then also you can freeze milk. And so I might end up doing that as well. We'll see. It kind of depends on what my energy level will allow me to do today. So, yeah, we'll see. But either way, I was like, yes, please, because we'll use it. We'll find something to do with it. So with that, we got to pick out, like I said, there was 2 boxes of meat. I picked out these chicken wings and then a pound of ground turkey. I love chicken wings, but at the price that they are, it takes 2 packages of those to feed my family chicken wings for a meal, so we just don't do it. But 1 package, I can make that and some other things with it and do like a appetizers night or something like that, or I might just thaw the whole thing and cook them and then eat them myself. Obviously not the whole package, but like a little bit at a time for lunches or whatnot. The ground turkey I will make into quick and easy burgers for me, and I did a pound the other day that my husband and I ate. He ate, I made 5 patties out of it, and he ate 3 of them, and I ate 2 of them, and that worked out just great on some lunch. Obviously, we had some other stuff with it, but okay, let's say this in case you're new here. My husband and I eat low carb for health reasons. And so you will hear me mention that sometimes. My kids don't. They eat less carbs than the average household, but you're going to see some bread here in a second. So I picked up one of these. We had gotten one of these before, and my kids loved them. I thought they were meh, but, you know, that's me. That will probably be part of lunch today, as I will split that whole package between the 5 of them. We got loaded up with the bread today. So we got to pick out 2 desserts. So we did this angel food cake. I will slice this, put it right back in the container, and then put it in the freezer, and my kids will pull out 1 slice and warm it up for breakfasts, and they will like chop up some fresh fruit and put on it or something like that. It works great. And then the other dessert item is back here, and that was these cheese danishes. I would assume cream cheese danishes. So those I have down to do breakfast for dinner later this week, so those will be for that. We could pick out a regular thing of bread, so I did these steakhouse dinner rolls. I will cut this open like this, open it up, make them into sandwiches, close it, and then bake it for like a hot, cheesy sandwich. Then we could pick out a hot dog roll. So I picked out our hot dog buns. I picked out these, and I don't actually use them for hot dogs most of the time. I chop up these brioche ones. I will cut them up and make them into a French toast bake for breakfast. We got to pick out a burger bun, and I found these pretzel ones that I thought was fun. I will probably make these into like a hot ham and cheese sandwich for the kids. Most of the time, I freeze bread products until I need them. They had a shelf that kind of had some miscellaneous stuff on it that you could pick out on. So they had this crescent roll and then this Danish. So I will probably put that with that breakfast for dinner, or I would probably cut that in half for breakfast for the kids and freeze it. Everybody got a thing of donuts, so I picked these caramel apple donuts. Don't those sound amazing? The times when I wish I could have gluten and carbs. These Hawaiian bagels. We have still a fair amount of bagels, but my kids have been eating bagels here lately, especially because I bought some strawberry cream cheese. And so I thought those would be great. Once again, I pull these open and I put a piece of freezer paper in between the bagels, like in between the two slices of the bagels. And then I freeze them. And that way, if they want just a half of a bagel, like my little guys, we can just pull out one half of them and they're not stuck together that way. Okay, drinks. She loaded us up. We were supposed to get 1 drink for every member of our household. We have 7 people in our house. But she also knows that I like all of these sparkling water things. And so she's like, hey, don't you like those? It's the same lady that's in there every week or every month. And she knows that I like these sparkling waters. And it's something that nobody else ever takes. So whenever she sees me come through, she loads me up. She's like, here, take more. So the kids were begging for these. And it's not something that I normally buy, so I was like, okay, fine, as a special treat. I don't even want to know the contents of those. I'm sure corn something. But then she ended up giving me, these are all flavored sparkling water. These are unflavored sparkling water, and then those are mineral water. And she's the one that gave me like the 6-pack or whatever of those last time. So yeah, I was like, I'm not going to say no. And it's just always funny because, yeah, she's like, I know you love these, so take them, please. And she even mentioned they were getting ready to get another shipment of stuff in, and she's like, I know we're going to get more of this stuff, so take it. So I did. All right, that is round 1. I'm going to go put these things away, and I will be right back in just a second. Okay, sorry for the sound of the fan in the background. I turned the air fryer on getting lunch ready for my kiddos, so you might hear that in the background. All right, round 2, we have fresh fruits. Oh, we have one more thing that I forgot in the cold stuff. These say pork patties. They don't say sausage patties. So I'm not sure which one they are seasonings-wise. It doesn't really tell me much just because it says soy concentrate with color, seasoning, natural flavors, caramel coloring. So I have no idea whether those are sausage patties or not. I will probably cook one up and see. Either way, my kids would probably eat them for breakfast without any complaints, so no big deal. Produce. This is always just a shelf with produce on it, and it's a take as much as you want. So these came from anything that they have left from that mobile food pantry that we went to yesterday. They bring to this pantry because it's run by the same people, and they just leave it there. So I went ahead and picked up some more bananas because my kids love bananas. I did not pick up another pineapple because they had that. They had some pre-cut fruit, but it wasn't looking so great, and I haven't had great luck with that. Trying to think what else they had on that shelf. It wasn't a whole lot this time. They had a lot of what they had. Oh, they had potatoes, but I've got potatoes, so yeah. I picked up some bananas, some peaches, and some plums. My kids have loved these plums. We got these before, and they just thought they were great. So I picked up some of those. We got 2 non-food items, so we did some vitamin D. That is something that we do take during the winter. We definitely get enough outside sunshine time during the warmer months, but during the winter, we live in the Midwest, so we get snow, we get dreary weather, cloudy days, so we do take vitamin D through the winter. And then a toothbrush, because toothbrushes, yeah, you're supposed to change your toothbrush once every 3 months, and that's 7 toothbrushes in our house every 3 months, so we go through some toothbrushes. All right, I missed this on the breads thing. She gave us, the kids were like, can we get these? And I was like, okay, but what if we get the Danishes? And, you know, like, and she's like, just take them both. So she gave us some chocolate chip muffins, which my kids would be very happy about. These were, you got to pick 2 items off of this very miscellaneous shelf, and honestly, there just wasn't a whole lot on it this time that I felt like our family would use. There was like some blue cheese dressing, which I'm the only one that likes. Some more chocolate, and I have a bunch of the chocolate bars still. I'm trying to think what all was. Some food coloring. There just wasn't as much there as sometimes there is. So this is the shelf that's like got the really funky stuff on it. So I picked these up with the full intent of passing it off to that friend. She has the K-Cups, and I know that she likes the Starbucks brand, and so I thought I would bless her with those. So, and that was fine. It was one of those where I was kind of going, I think I'm just not going to take anything off this shelf, but I didn't want to not take something. You know what I mean. We got to pick one thing of cereal type stuff, so I picked granola because we're out of it. We got 2 snack items. These Partake brand cookies are free of like everything. They're made with cassava flour, buckwheat flour, that kind of thing. So this is something that they're not exactly great for me, but I will eat one of these on occasion, and they don't seem to mess with my tummy. So I picked a box of those. Cookie butter just sounded interesting too, and my kids will eat them too if I don't like them, or if I don't want to eat them all. A thing of the Little Puffs things. I have my 3 youngest don't go to children's church. They just choose not to. They don't like the loud classrooms. So they stay in the big church with me, and so I always make them a little snack, just like a little cup of snack type things, and so this will go in that. I'll do like the dried apples that I made, these, popcorn, anything that's just kind of quiet, and it just kind of keeps their mouths busy for a little bit and keeps their hands busy for a little bit. They're really good about being quiet in church, though. They really are. I picked up 2 boxes of these au gratin potatoes. I just thought that would make a good, quick and easy side dish at some point. I know this is Aldi's brand, and I think we have tried those before, and the kids didn't mind them. So if nothing else, yeah, just a nice quick and easy side. Or you can also add broccoli and ham to this and make it kind of like a casserole bake, and it makes for a really nice, hearty dinner. We could pick out... Let's see here. What did I get? Oh, no. Okay. These were the 4 on kind of a miscellaneous shelf. So I picked out a can of tuna and a can of chicken. They have a 1 limit of each one of those on the shelf thing. So I just picked out those. 2 things off of a condiment shelf. They had ketchup, mustard, mayo, some soups. And so I did 2 things of peanut butter because peanut butter, my kids love that stuff. We got 4 vegetables. I did black-eyed peas because I remember as a kid, black-eyed peas was something that we traditionally ate on New Year's Eve. And it was supposed to be good luck for the new year. And so I thought that might be fun to do something with those. Sweet corn, I do a couple of different soups during the winter that use corn. So I will probably use that for that. And then one of my little guys thought that those apricot halves that we got a while back, he just thought those were amazing, so I picked up another can of those. They had a shelf with some miscellaneous snack things, and we could pick out 1 item per person. So we did, there's 2 queso, 2 lemon, and then 2 flaming hot lemon crunchy Cheetos. I warned the 2 that picked those. Those are spicy, and they're like, yeah, we want them anyway. And then the pastries were, we could pick out 7 things, and so the 2 pastries, they counted as 1, so that's where those were. Sorry, it gets confusing. I try to put it on the counter as like the sections of the place, but it doesn't always happen. These were all out front, and I went to pick a couple things of lentils from that miscellaneous shelf, and she's like, you know what? We have a bunch of those out on the table. They always have a table out front that just has a bunch of miscellaneous things that are take as much as you want. It's the things that they have an overabundance of, or that they only have like a few of, and there's no real place to put it on a shelf. So, excuse me, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, sorry, 10 bags of lentils, 3 bags of chickpeas, and 2 bags of split peas. I warned her on what I was going to do with these, all of these. And she's like, I don't care. They get so many lentils and nobody takes them because nobody knows what to do with them, which I understand. They are an easy filler. You can cook these, mix it into your sloppy joes, mix it into your chili, mix it into meatloaf, taco meat, anything like that. Just cook them and mix it in, and it makes it go a little bit further. I understand they're a weird one, though. I told her what I do with these. I sprout these. So these will grow like little grass-looking things. So during the winter, I will sprout this, what is it, maybe 2-cup bag, and I will get like 8 cups of sprouts out of that, and I feed it to my chickens. And that way, during the winter, when they're not normally getting greens because it's all snow and bleak and gross, I can be giving my chickens some greens. So it helps them stay healthy, it helps extend our chicken feed, and helps them to continue producing eggs, that kind of thing for us. So, I know that's an iffy one. There are some people that are like, I can't believe you're feeding food to the chickens. I am telling you straight up, the food pantry ladies are like, we don't care. Just take them. Oh, the other thing that you can do with split peas, lentils, rice, anything like that, is you can make, hang on just a second, I'll show you. You can make rice socks. These are super simple. You can literally just take a clean sock. The long tube ones are perfect. Fill it with rice, tie a knot in it, and then microwave it or throw it in the freezer. Then when you need an ice pack or a hot pack, you've got one on the cheap, and you can make it as hot as you want. It lasts for a good little bit. So these are hand warmers. These are just fleece. I just sewed around and then cut the little things. And my kiddos each have one of these. We warm it up before we get ready to get in the car on our way to like church or town or whatever. And when they were little bitty, I would make a couple of these and kind of tuck it in beside the car seat, in the car seat with them so that they stayed warm. The little ones will hold it in their hands because their hands are cold, that kind of thing. This one is a bigger one, and it's actually, this was an old pajama. And it's actually, I've made a cover for it. Let's see if I can get out of there. So this is just a piece of fabric. Ew, sorry. And I sewed it to where the rice kind of moves through it. This is just rice. This one's been around for a long time. This is perfect for like laying on your lower back, on your tummy if you're dealing with like women's menstrual cramps, something like that. Once again, I just put it in the microwave, set up like this. Microwave it like 30-second intervals. And then check it, kind of move the rice around. These usually like 30 seconds is all that it takes. This would take longer, but then I put it back in the sleeve cover, which I just leave it in the sleeve cover. The sleeve cover is just so I can wash it, which I obviously need to do. But this makes a great inexpensive gift. My sister had made one that is like a square, like a big square. I don't know, maybe like 12 inches by 12 inches. And she puts it on her lap when she's sitting at her desk. And then she can put her hands on it when her hands get cold at work. And so it keeps her warm because her office is always cold. But it makes a really, really inexpensive gift that just works great. It's so good for if you have a kiddo with an earache, put that on their ear. If you've, like I said, bumps, bruises, anything like that, you can freeze them or you can heat them up in the microwave. Works great and is a great, like I said, cheap, inexpensive gift. If you're needing a good, inexpensive gift idea to have on hand, because you can even make them ahead of time and then just, oh, hey, I've got so-and-so's whatever coming up. Or, oh, if you take like a care package to somebody who's sick, perfect thing, because even if you just have like the flu and you're cold, wrapping your arms around that nice warm rice sock feels so good. So, all right. I did my spiel. That's everything. I am going to stir those chicken nuggets before they burn and get some lunch done and put this away. So that's everything. If you need help, get help. There's a link in the show notes on where to find food pantries in your area. They love you. They want to serve you. And sometimes they'll even give you a bunch of extra stuff. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.